The other day, I went to see my naturopath, and when I was in the waiting room with my neighbor who was talking a lot, um, I realized that I didn't feel present in my body, and I didn't feel present even in the room, but I was there. I wasn't losing time. It's a lesser form of dissociation than the DID for me, or at least I guess it's part of it, but it's not the same as losing time or switching completely. But it wasn't a great thing dissociating like that. And then when I walked in with the naturopathic student and she said, "So how are you feeling?" And I said, "I don't know. I know I should know, but I don't know." And that is a really familiar thing for me from my childhood of not being in touch with my body, especially, but also how I'm feeling because of the dissociation. But the root of the cause is all the trauma, the torture, and mind control and not feeling safe. And the less I feel safe, the less I am connected to my body and to my emotions, unless it's a really big trigger and then I'm really in my emotions, but not in my body. And then also with all the lip pain that I have that I just live with, I realize that I'm always trying to escape pain from my body. So I'm always trying to dissociate from my body. I'm always trying to numb from the pain. That's how I survived the torture without like breaking in a way that was irreparable. Like I did split and create parts of myself like through the dissociative identity to survive the torture and the mind control, especially, and the emotional, psychological pain. But to survive the physical pain, I would always try and not be in my body, and I would try and numb my body and be out of my body. And that's how I lived for so much of my life. And I still go to that place when I feel unsafe, when I feel uncomfortable, when I'm really triggered. And it's part of the trauma and part of the whole dissociation. So being in my body is a really helpful healing thing. So being in nature, grounding in nature, having safe touch where I truly feel safe with the person brings me in my body. Fidget toys with like the spiky rings, I've got one in my pocket, or the little spiky balls that don't hurt, but I notice the pressure and I'm back in my body. Intentionally trying to be present and notice what I'm doing helps me be more in the present and in my body as long as I'm not really triggered. So those things help me. And if there's things that help you, I'd love to hear.